Alright, today we are playing 1650 points on this here map. So it's pretty open, but there's also a good amount of cover, some tall trees to hide behind, that kind of thing. We are playing Eldar versus Witch Hunters. And
Witch Hunters. Witch Hunters.
Sisters of Battle. Yeah, they really don't hunt witches anymore. My force isn't really organized yet, but this is my entire army. It's an Iyanden force. First time I'm trying out like a completely, or almost completely Iyanden army, so I've got 3 Wraithlords. I'll go into their war gear a little bit more in a bit. 2 squads of 10 Wraithguard, Eldrad, and I've got the Wraithseer. This is about the maybe 5th or 6th time I've used him, probably the first time in a battle report. Been pretty happy, so hopefully it'll work out yet again. And fighting quite a bit here, so I'm thinking it might be a little bit outnumbered. With like 60 Sisters of Battle and a bunch of tanks.
Yeah, they got 5 squads of 10 women strong each, all sisters. 6 bolters, a Melta, a flamer, Imagifers and Superior in each. We have Jacobus and his special assault squad. 3 Death Cult assassins, 3 crusaders, and these 3 in the back are going to be counting as Arco flags.
Those are going to rip me a new one.
Yeah, got Saint Celestine, 2 Exorcists over here, and then 6 Rhinos, all being dedicated transports.
Yeah, so I've got like 4 or 5 squads to run around with, so that'll be fun. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for mission.
You don't need no stinking mission. Just kill them all is what we do.
2.
Wow, that's rare.
Seize ground. How many objectives? 3 objectives. So 3 objectives. Got placed here, here, and there. Which means if I get first turn, I get the side I want. I'm great. Sit in some cover with my 2 troops, and he can come to me. If I don't get first turn, there's going to be an uphill battle with my slow army. So rolling to see what deployment we have. 5, Dawn of War. That might work for my advantage, not
6.
really sure.
That's my initiative roll there.
Alright, roll to see who goes first.
No, that was my initiative roll.
I got a 2, and he got a 6. That is not good. Alright, here's my deployment. Celestine is the only thing to deploy. The whole army's walking on first turn. I deployed both squads of Wraithguard with Eldrad, and everything else is walking on first turn.
It's been so long since I played Dawn of War, I forgot that I could place 24 inches up instead of 12. So, oh well, live and learn.
Yeah, so I got to go up a little bit farther, which is nice because my army's so damn slow, but
yeah.
I won't have the support of the Wraithlords, so I'm going to turn 1. Okay, I'm already off to an awful start to this game. His army rolled on over here. Exorcists back there, troops, they pop smoke to give cover to the Jacobus one back there. So he's got a pretty good spread. Celestine flew forward. I'm like, hey, you know what? Doesn't really matter. She's not going to do anything. Heavy flamer. She needs 5s to wound. Hits 2. Wounds both of them. And then guess what? I failed both of my saves. So I just lost 2 Wraithguard to 1 flamer, which is ridiculous.
Yeah. And both Exorcists for not fight right at range.
Yeah, that's the only saving grace. So maybe all things considered, if they got a good roll, I would have lost just as many. Hopefully, that's what I'm going to justify this to myself with. And going to bottom of 1. Okay, this turn, fortuned, took a perils but ignored it with Ghost Helm. I saved my last power for Mind War. We both promptly rolled 6s, so nothing happened there. I got 5 guys in range, only 2 of them hit, but I did get an instant death off, which she failed the invuln on, so she's temporarily down, even though she's sucked into the warp. She might get back up next turn. Wraithseer over here moved and ran an inch, moved and ran 5 inches. Both of them moved up. He shot. Obviously, didn't make the knife fighting roll over there, so going on to turn 2. Want to roll see if she gets back up.
Resurrection. She
my gosh, of course.
And she comes back with 3 all wounds.
Awesome. Fantastic. A bunch of 6s. Okay, this turn was a little bit more depressing. Celestine, as you saw, got up with 3 wounds, so pretty much nothing I can do about her this entire game. She'll just keep getting up for all time and killing a bunch of my guys every turn. Shots from that squad, I lost a guy from that just due to bad saves. He only did like 2 wounds. So the first Exorcist shot did 1 wound to me that I didn't save. It did 5 wounds. I saved all but 1. The next one with its 5 shots did 2 wounds that I didn't save. So I'm just dropping Wraithguard out here left and right. Bad saves from that squad again. They only did 1 or 2 wounds, and I lost 1 from the back squad. So I'm down to 4 Wraithguard and a Warlock in that squad, and I've lost 1 from this squad. So
yeah, and then Celestine failed epically.
Yeah, she actually managed to do no wounds in combat, but she's tying up the squad. I did 4 wounds to her. She failed 2 on her 2+ save, surprisingly, but she's still alive.
Yeah, Celestine has 6 attacks on charge, 4 hit, And all 4 of the 2 wound rolls were either a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, so a little bit of, something nice over here for me, but she's still tying up that squad. She's going to eventually kill them all. Even if I kill her now, she'll get back up, so it's pretty much all that happened. My Wraithlords were untouched, but it doesn't really matter because these are my only troops here, so going to bottom of 2. Alright, this turn I got some good shooting off, but I still don't think I have a grasp on this game yet, but had to keep fighting Celestine there in combat. She did 3 wounds, so 2 of my Wraithguard just die, and my Warlock made a save, fought back, did 3 wounds, she made them all, so still there. She can't do anything about it, and that squad's going to die pretty soon. I was hoping they'd last the whole game, but whatever. This squad, Eldrad fortuned this squad and that squad, and guided this squad. They killed 6 of those 10 sisters there. Wraithlords did a lot better this turn rather. Wraithseer shot, hit both of the Rhinos, exploded the one in the back, glanced the one in the front, and he saved it with his 6+ invuln. Hit the one in the front here too, got a penetrating hit, he saved it with a 6+ invuln. Over here, shot at that one again, made a 6+ invuln. So, not much I can do about that. Last one, shot this, failed his cover, and it was only a glance, and I immobilized it, so pretty much all that happened there. The game's pretty much slipping through my fingers, but at least I did stop that squad from getting to me. They're going to be a little bit slowed down in the open, so I think 2 of them and a wound on Jacobus from the explosion, and that's pretty much it. So,
You're right.
Going to top of 3. Okay, this turn, things are starting to look up, for the very slight moment of this turn.
Yeah, apparently witch hunters don't know what they're doing this turn, because they keep rolling exactly 1 under what I need to wound for everything.
Yeah. This vehicle got the 10 sisters re-embarked. It moved forward. How far did it move? Like 6?
6.
Jacobus' squad moved over into that one. They had to move through terrain, so they couldn't quite get into embark, so it had to back up, so it couldn't advance on me, thank goodness. And those 4 chilled ran at me, shot a Melta at him, didn't hit. So I got spared a little bit there. He did, I think, a total of 3 wounds from bolters, storm bolters from a few different Rhinos. Yeah. I saved them all. Exorcists got 6 shots again, but that one only got 1, thank goodness. And they both shot at this guy here. Only did 1 wound, and I failed my invuln, but hey, he's still alive. It's always a plus. In combat, Celestine actually died again, and did no wounds to me somehow. So she's down for the count, for this turn. Comes back again on his turn, most likely. But I have a turn without her, thank goodness, so I can get something done for a change. Over on this side of the board, this one moved 12 inches and popped smoke. Try to tempt my Wraithlords out of cover. And it's probably going to work. So going to bottom of 3.
Alright, so Sisters of Battle are continuing with their current pace of failing by 1 for the entire round. We figured out that on round 3, I cannot roll a 3. So everything I rolled has either been a 1 or 2 or a 4, and a couple 5s.
Yeah, depending on what he needed.
Yeah, more or less the entire round, I rolled exactly 1 less than what I needed on every single last thing.
Hopefully that'll continue and Celestine won't get back up and ruin my day. I've got some really good, really lucky stuff this turn. I started off, I fortuned the black squad of Wraithguard, and I fortuned the Wraithseer. I also used Guide on them to reroll, which didn't help me hardly at all. He used the 1 to fleet on himself, and he actually got a 6 on his fleet, which was nice. So he ran up, fleeted 6. I had no choice but to waste this guy trying to kill off that Rhino, because nothing else was in range over there. And I think he failed or something. Oh no, he made it. He blew it up, but they got out in the back. It wrecked, so I couldn't reach him. This guy shot at the other Rhino to try to get my Wraithguard some squishy targets to shoot at, but he didn't do anything. So Wraithguard had to shoot at the Rhino, blew it up, killed 3 guys inside because he got unlucky. Killed 3 of them, 3 out of 4 from the explosion. I don't know what happened over there. Kind of ridiculous. They didn't do anything to the Rhino. So, long story short over here, these guys blew up this Rhino, killed 3 guys and 3 of that squad. Wraithseer with the 6 at fleet and the 6 through terrain was actually able to make it to that squad, kill a whole bunch of them, like 4 of them, and then overran them in combat. He wrecked that Rhino, which got out the Jacobus squad again. They all passed their pinning. Celestine's getting ready to get back up, I'm sure. This one shot into that Rhino and immobilized it. Despite his cover, he failed it. So in combat, I auto-hit. Predictably, I exploded it. He only lost 2 from there.
On to keep up with the rule of failing by 1, at a 4+ cover from smoke, roll to 3.
Yeah, and he lost 2 guys on a 2, not a 1. So I actually did pretty good this turn. I'm starting to claim some stuff back here, but I've still got all those Exorcists, which are going to eat my Wraithlords alive pretty soon. So,
I hope.
Yeah, going to top of 4. Alright, so they got shot at by a few bolters, didn't do anything. He didn't even roll a wound. These guys got out, went through terrain, weren't sure if they could make it, so they assaulted him to tie him up. Both Exorcists shot at him. One of them only got 1 shot, and he saved it, I think. But yeah, 1 shot, and he saved the invuln. The other one got 5 shots, did 2 wounds, and he saved, I think. No, he did 3 wounds. He saved 2 of them, yeah, after the rerolls. So, in combat, I only killed 1. He made double 6s on his invuln save with Jacobus, and killed 1 of the Crusaders. And Celestine charged in here. She did all hit, but only wounded 2. Warlock saved 1, so I lost a Wraithguard. Eldrad failed all of his attacks with the power weapon. Everything else, I did 4 wounds, and she saved them all. And actually 5 total wounds. She saved all of them, so I was in combat still. Over here, those guys got out, spread around, trying to stop me from assaulting that Rhino. There's still guys inside that one, so we'll see how that goes. And neither of them took wounds. He didn't take a wound, so it was really all focused on him and trying to knock them out. So pretty much it. I lost 1 from the Flamer from Celestine as well. And going to bottom of 4. Okay, this turn I'm still making some good victories here, but Celestine's still ruining my day. These guys moved over, Fortune my own squad, Fortune the Wraithseer, tried to guide him and failed, and gave him Feel No Pain. He's probably still going to go down this turn to Exorcist, but at least he's going to take that shot up. In combat, he put 2 on Jacobus, hit with 2, only wounded 1 on a 2+. On the squad, hit with 2, only wounded 1 on a 2+. Crusader saved it, but Jacobus bit it, so he lost combat and fell back 9 inches. Couldn't overrun him, and I couldn't get close enough either to stop him from regrouping, so he can still regroup this turn. He shot both guns at that and didn't hit with anything. Didn't even get to roll for armor, so that Rhino's still fine, sitting on an objective. In combat, Celestine did 2 wounds, put 1 on the Warlock, failed it with the reroll, and lost the 1 Wraithguard 2 that she killed. Did 1 wound back with Eldrad, everything else she saved. Over here, shot 2 Flamers. Actually, this squad got lucky, blew up the Rhino. He failed his cover again. I don't think he's made any cover this game.
Not single one yet.
Which is abnormal for him.
Really?
Blew up the Rhino, killed like 3 or 4 of the ones inside. A few of the ones on the outside. These ones both fired their Flamers at the front squad that was surrounding the Rhino, brought them down to 4, charged them, killed them all. So, pressing forward, but I'm really not going to be able to hold him the objective, so my only bet is to try to stop him from holding 1, so we'll see how that goes. And going to top of 5, this is going to be last round no matter what due to time, so we're going to 5. Okay, so this turn is the rolls are falling apart, which never happens. He really does not roll like this. These guys moving out of the Rhino rolled 2 2s for terrain. They need to get to that objective. They rolled a 1 for the run. They didn't get there. They were like 7 inches away and they didn't get there. Both Exorcists fired into this. 1 got 1 shot, 1 got 5. I only lost 1. And I'm not even in regular cover. I just have my conceal cover. That bolter rolled double 1s to shoot at them. The storm bolter rolled double 2s to shoot at them. So I still got them left, which are going to be able to get to that objective. In combat, Celestine killed 2 more. Eldrad actually hit twice and killed her. And they consolidated 2, so they can probably get there. They probably would be able to get there either way, even if they had died. But and we're going to see, too, if I'd be able to catch up to them if they had gotten to the objective, but we'll find out. But his rolls this turn were 1s and 2s, except for that squad, which failed their leadership again and then fell back 4 inches.
They rolled 11 for their leadership.
Yeah, so even with the chance to regroup, they didn't. So we're going to see if, right now, it's obvious I can get this one. It's obvious I probably could have killed them with the Wraithlords.
And speaking of this, they rolled double 2s for their fallback.
Yeah, so it all comes down to whether or not I can get something to that Rhino over there to contest, or if I can kill the squad or make them fall back or something like that. Otherwise, it's a draw. So, going to very last round of 5. Okay, so at the end of this game, I didn't bother attacking them since it didn't matter. I didn't bother shooting with them since it didn't matter, but I shot them. The Rhino did nothing. He ran only 1 inch, so I kind of wasted that. He shot his blast on that and spun it around, but he made his cover on the glance. I gave my own guy fleet here. I tried getting forward. I only rolled a 2 in my fleet, so I couldn't make it to the vehicle or even close enough to contest, so it kind of sucked, but I had to try to assault them. Hope to kill enough of them, and then consolidate into the objective in order to get enough range. I only killed one. He made one of his invulnerable saves. I failed 2 of my hits, and he made his leadership test. So it ended up being a draw. I've got this objective. He's got that one. So definitely not how I expected it to turn out, but good game.
Thank you for game, man.
Yeah.
I just hope dice rolls don't go this badly next time.
Yeah, I really didn't stand a chance until we started failing everything. So.
My first 2 turns were good, but after that, die rolls, it was just a pure die roll game after that.
Yeah. It's a matter of who failed and when, so that's pretty much it.